Creality Ender 5 Max layer line problems. Watch this video. I was doing a little bit of work, a sign for a friend, car parking sign, and I noticed the surface was terrible, and then I was doing just some of my own projects and work, and I noticed I was getting these crazy layer lines, like gouges or gaps almost in the layers, and I wasn't quite sure what was going on. Started off with doing a load of calibration prints, the typical temperature prints, first layer prints, and so on. And then I noticed the actual head was wobbling about a little bit. So this would sort of produce like a Z wobble, which is, you know, the layer lines you would think, yeah, maybe Z wobble and maybe something to do in the nuts in the lead screws or whatever. I know that can be a problem with these printers, but actually the head was loose on the rail. So you could see as I moved the head backwards and forwards, you could actually see the nozzle moving at the bottom, and the carriage that was riding on the rail was slightly loose. So I know these come with like a Z0 or Z0 preload on them, which means that they're not heavily preloaded. They're very, very light. But also it just means that maybe they haven't got the full rigidity. And I had, to be fair, I've used this printer a lot. I've only had it a few months, but it's been running, you know, a good few hours a day, doing a lot of prints. So anyway, I took the rail out, had a look at it, and decided, right, I was going to get myself some HiWin reels and blocks to run on the rails. So I purchased those from a local company, shout out to CRD Devices in Durham, who sent me these HiWin blocks, and we got them installed, got the rail installed and the blocks on there, put the head back on, and it was tight as anything. I did buy the Z1 preload block. There's very slight resistance to running, but nothing, you know, it's negligible. Yeah, it might, you know, I might have to turn the acceleration right at the top down. But if you remember these layer lines that I was getting, you can see those and you can hear my fingers scratching over them. But check out the silky smooth outer walls now. Absolutely perfect. So it was definitely worth the upgrade. So something to consider if you've got one of these Creality Ender Max 5s, or 5 Maxes I should say. So check out these Highwind bearings. Here are the part numbers if you want to order them. It's a 24-hole bearing that you're going to want to look for. That's the number of holes that are in the top. The hole spacing between them is 20 millimeters and 2 centimeters. And it means that there's an end spacing on each end from each hole. The E in the data sheet is 15 millimeters on either end. So on screen now is the part numbers. Get yourself some HiWin bearings and rails. Remember, the Z1 preload has worked wonders for me, and it should keep it nice and tight long into the future. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope this can help you. Bye.